Good evening to everyone. Today our group is excited to share you about our case study, This Coffee. Before we start our group presentation, please allow me to introduce our team member. My name is Hong Ka and we have Kong Ling Yang, Liu Wenjing, Tan Chuer, and Xiang Yifeng. And now let's start with our group presentation.
Before I start, let's think about our daily routine. For many of us, especially during midterm or early 8 a.m. classes, coffee is not just a drink, it's a several tool. But for a long time, we have had to choose. Do we want to cheaper, okay coffee, or do we pay a premier price for a luxury brand? Today, I'm talking about Zeus Coffee, a Malaysian brand founded in 2019 that decided we should not have to choose. Their whole mission is to make specialty coffee a daily necessary, not a lecture. So what is Zeus actually trying to do? Their goal is pretty simple. Accessibility. Imagine you are working a class or you want to high quality latte. Usually you'd expect to pay 50 ringgit or 18 ringgit. Those want to change that mandate. They want to prove that it's specialty coffee, which basically means high-grade bean and careful roasting can be affordable enough to grab every single morning without feeling guilty about your bank account. Who are they sell to? Well, look around this room is us. Those target young adults, students, and busy professionals, mostly between 18 and 40 years old. These are people who are always on the move. For example, think about a student who has back-to-back lectures or a young executive rushing to a meeting. They don't have 20 minutes to sit in the coffee and wait. They need quality, but they need it fast. Those fit perfectly into that grab and go lifestyle. Now, how does those actually stand out for the hundreds of other coffee shops? There are three main ways. First, it's a take-fast brand. Their app is the heart of the business. Instead of standing in a long queue, you can order while you are still on the bus, pay through the app, and just walk in to pick it up when it's ready. It's all about convenience. Second, quality control. They don't just buy random beans, they source their own and work closely with roaster. This is how they keep the tested consistent. Whatever you buy a cup in KL or Benin, it tasted the same. Third, they listen to modern trends. For instance, if you are vegan and lactose intolerant, they offer plant-based milk. They also use sustainable packaging because they know our generation care about the environment.
Alright, now let's move into the secret behind this coffee, their design process. And what's really interesting is that Zeus doesn't just treat coffee like a drink, but they treat it like a technology product. They use a four-stage process to make sure every cup and every click on their app is exactly what Malaysians want. It all starts with research. Since 70% of their sales happen through their app, they have a gold mine of data to study. First, they look at user behavior. They use something called RFM data, which is just a fancy way of tracking how recently, how frequently, and how much money a customer spends. This helps them figure out if you are an iced latte person or a dairy free person. They also do localization research. For example, they realize Malaysians have a huge love for local flavor, which is exactly why the Gula Melaka latte becomes such a massive hit. They aren't guessing, but they are building what the data tells them we like. And once they have the data, they move to concept generation. This is where they brainstorm ideas that are both innovative and affordable, but a cool idea isn't enough, it has to be feasible. For every new recipe, they run the number to make sure it stays profitable for the business but cheap for the student or office worker buying it. On the technical side, they focus on information architecture. Imagine using an app where you have to click 10 minutes just to find a cappuccino. You will give up, right? This designer works to make the journey seamless so you can order and pay it as few clicks as possible. And following is stage 3, prototype development. This is where the idea finally become real. In a test kitchen, the R&D team act like scientists. They might try 5 different versions of salted caramel latte, tweaking the milk brand or the syrup rations until it becomes perfect. They even create a SOP, standard operating procedure, so that the latte in Johor tastes exactly the same as one in Penang. And meanwhile, the technical team is using tools like Figma to build wireframes. Think of this as a digital skeleton of the app that they can test before any actual coding starts. And finally, we have testing. Before anything goes nationwide, it has to pass to vibe check. They hold sensory evaluation where staff and small groups of customers do mass testing to give feedback on the smell and flavor. They also do pilot run. Instead of launching a new drinks in all 300 stores, they might only start in a few pilot locations to see if it actually sells. If it's a hit there, then it goes everywhere. On the app side, they watch real users to find pain points or bugs that need fixing. By mixing data-driven research with strict testing, Zeus is able to launch trendy new drinks almost every single month while keeping their service fast and reliable. And we will move to the next slide.
Okay, so now I will present present the location decision for Juice Coffee. When choosing a location, Juice Coffee mainly considers the cost, the rental, and the cost, which is rental and operating cost must be affordable, and accessibility, easy access for customer, and proximity to customer, close to students, office workers, and the resident. Surrounding environment, balanced competition and high customer traffic, and reliable electricity, water, and internet. Okay, next page. So we compare several locations. Shopping mall have high customer traffic but very high rental cost. Office areas office areas have stable demand on weekdays but lower traffic on weekends. Locations near university and residential areas offer more consistent customer flow with lower rental costs. Therefore, those coffee choose locations near university and residential areas. That allows the, they, this allows brand to stay close to its target customer, reduce operating costs, and support long-term business growth. Okay, that's for my part.
For this part, I will explain the layout planning of Zeus Coffee with a focus on its survey operating the design. Zeus Coffee is fast service food and a beverage company, so its outline layout is designed to support quick service, smooth customer flow, and consistent service quality. A well-planned survey layout helps reduce waiting time and improves overall survey efficiency. From the customer's point of view, this coffee uses survey flow layout. Customer following a clear and linear process starting from ordering and payment, then waiting, drink preparation, and finally order pickup. This layer follow is effective for high volume survey operations because it reduces congestion and confusion, especially during peak hours. Behind next page. Behind the counter to coffee applies a process layout where survey activities such as coffee boiling, milk steaming, and drink assembly are grouped by function. This allows staff to specialize special task, improves coordination, and help maintain speed and consistency during busy practice. The layout is divided into functional areas such as the ordering counter, waiting and app order area, beverage preparation area, and the support area. Clear separation between customer areas and the survey workstation improve efficiency and safety. Okay, that's all. Move to next page.
First, let's look at the capacity requirements. Those coffee experiences high demand during two main peak periods, which are the morning peak from 7:30 to 10 and the lunch peak from 12 to 14. In addition, Juice Coffee receives orders from two main sources, walk-in customers and app pre-orders. This means the store must handle on-site service and digital orders at the same time. Next, I will explain the capacity management strategies. The first strategy is workforce flexibility. During peak hours, Juice Coffee increases the number of staff and uses overlapping shifts. This allows the store to respond quickly to sudden increases in demand and reduce customer waiting time. The second strategy is outsourcing. Juice Coffee outsources some non-core activities, such as raw material delivery and equipment maintenance. By doing this, in-store employees can focus more on drink preparation and customer service, which helps improve operational efficiency. Okay, next page. Finally, let's look at the capacity planning proposal. During peak hours, Zeus Coffee increases staff shifts, activates multiple devices, and enhances pre-ordering procedures to improve service speed. During seasonal or promotional periods, demand is focused on advance. The store may temporarily increase staff, extend business hours, limit complex beverages, and prioritize popular products. Okay, that's all.
Alright, so we have come to the conclusions. To wrap up everything, Do's success isn't just about the beans, but it's about smart operation. Here's how they make it work: smart design. They don't just wing it. Every new drink is prototyped and tested. Think of it like a lab. If a recipe isn't cost effective or fast to make, it doesn't make the menu. This keeps quality high and price low. And with strategic location, we can notice that how Zeus is always near us. By placing shops near university and housing, they become part of our daily walk. Their layout is also built for speed, designed to get you in and out without the 15 minutes wait. And to handle the 8 a.m. coffee craze, they use capacity planning. This means using their app to manage order digitally, have flexible staff ready for peak hours. And just provide that when you combine technology with a solid plan, you can turn a luxury product into an everyday habit for everyone. And that's all from us. Thank you for listening.